block trying to get a motivational speeches and shit. Nigga, tell me that shit again, nigga. I'm booming at one of y'all old head niggas. Burn my head.
But I want to be clear. I know some of us love our children, but some of our children are so far gone.
So, I was booked, gang. Like, you know how much time I did, gang? Like,
What do you mean you was booked? How old are you?
okay, I'm 14, gang. I'm about to turn 15, gang.
That we're going to have to put some of them to sleep in order to take back the neighborhood.
After the spot, I had my gun on me, right? First op I see was gonna get cut.
Wait, you said you had your gun on you?
Yeah, gang. I had my banger on me, gang. A banger in a can, gang. I was really living.
Some of y'all don't want to hear that because you don't live in reality.
Did you have a Susie?
Hell yeah, I had a Susie, gang. You gotta get the 2 gloves, the warm water, tie the thumbs, tie the middle finger. Like, you really gotta drill that shit with the Vaseline. Like, really drill that shit till that shit pop to the baddest bitches, gang. Like, really drilling that shit right in my neck.
But I'm telling you, as a psychologist, I'm not going to be able to psychologize all of them on the corner. Some of them going to sleep for good!
Old head niggas too, gang. They be coming on the block trying to get a motivational speeches and shit. Nigga, tell me that shit again, nigga. I'm booming at one of y'all old head niggas. Burn my head.
But I want to be clear. I know some of us love our children, but some of our children are so far gone.
So, I was booked, gang. Like, you know how much time I did, gang? Like,
What do you mean you was booked? How old are you?
okay, I'm 14, gang. I'm about to turn 15, gang.
That we're going to have to put some of them to sleep in order to take back the neighborhood.
After the spot, I had my gun on me, right? First op I see was gonna get cut.
Wait, you said you had your gun on you?
Yeah, gang. I had my banger on me, gang. A banger in a can, gang. I was really living.
Some of y'all don't want to hear that because you don't live in reality.
Did you have a Susie?
Hell yeah, I had a Susie, gang. You gotta get the 2 gloves, the warm water, tie the thumbs, tie the middle finger. Like, you really gotta drill that shit with the Vaseline. Like, really drill that shit till that shit pop to the baddest bitches, gang. Like, really drilling that shit right in my neck.
But I'm telling you, as a psychologist, I'm not going to be able to psychologize all of them on the corner. Some of them going to sleep for good!
Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who taught us this truth. All right, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. Those of you out there listening and learning. All right, to you, we say Shalom. All right, this is the brother Amawan coming at you again with another lesson. All right, and Lord willing, you be edified. Yeah, man, as you see, some of them are going to sleep for good. All right, because a lot of our people are just they're too far gone, man. Right? Like he said, they are too far gone, man. To the point where uh, they have to be killed. They have to go to sleep. They have to be put down, right? Because it doesn't bring forth fruit, right? And the scripture says about what does the scripture say about bringing forth fruit? Let's look real quick. All right. It says Matthew 7:18, a good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Okay? And we know that men are seen as trees as well, right? So these young men that you see out here with no guidance, these young men uh, that they act like women. And what I mean by that is they react off of their feelings, how they feel. So if you step on someone's shoe, if a chick steps on another chick's shoe, it fucking around to be a cat fight. All right. But with the men nowadays, okay, before, it was just simply, oh, excuse me, or, my fault, or, part me, or, and even then, that would turn into a conversation about some other shit. But now, for instance, uh, these young men, they are unaliving their girlfriends or boyfriends. I mean, yeah, they got boyfriends too. These young niggas got boyfriends. You hear me? But they unaliving their girlfriends just out of off their feelings, man. Right? You see how the young dude was just saying how these old heads come around here trying to talk this positive shit. Like he talking about he ready to start busting at him. And the scriptures say, have I become your enemy? Matter of fact, let me grab that. Right? Because that's exactly what it is, man. All right. Galatians 4:16, it says, am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? And that's what a lot of dudes try to do. I know sometimes when I see, some young niggas that I didn't uh been around, right, or watch, or I know their fathers or moms or whatever, I still try to, you know, I don't go too hard. I don't do too much. I might not even bring up the scriptures. I may just talk about a gig, or talk about, shit. What you call it? He be delivering, pops and shit to the stores and shit. You should fuck with him. Shit. Like, I may not even bring up the scriptures, right? It says Galatians 4:16. It says, "Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?" And you have become their enemy, man. Right? To the brothers out there that's teaching and preaching, right? That may have friends or family members outside of this thing of ours. You have become their enemy. The scripture says, "He that departed from evil maketh himself a prey." A prey is an enemy to the op, right? A lion and a gator, a crocodile, a caiman, they're ops, right? One believes and lives one way, and the other believes the same and lives a different way. So if any one of them get caught lacking, right, they're both ops to each other. The scriptures say, "Can two walk together unless they be agreed?" Right? You're not gonna see two lions or you're not gonna see a lion and a gator walking and kicking it together. You may, right? You may. I'll say that because I believe if you take a baby lion and a baby gator, and you keep them together, because there are situations with certain pets, but this ain't that. I'll say that. But they are our enemy. You see how he talking about fucking a sock, putting a towel in a sock or whatever. Man, this shit is funny. Hold on, let me play some more, man.
Old head niggas too, gang. They be coming on the block trying to get a motivational speeches and shit. Nigga, tell me that shit again, nigga. I'm booming at one of y'all old head niggas. Burn in my head.
You hear that? So you telling your nephew, hey man, look, they said this, right? I'm gonna give you a little quick, you know. One day I'm talking to one of my dudes. This is before this, and I say I'm talking to him. He like, man, yeah, man, your nephew, he was over here in the bushes. This nigga crouched down in the bushes. He booming at what you call them house. He say, man, what you call them? Come out, they get the woo woo. If that what you call them run wasn't right there, he would have been what you call him. They had a what you call him. So a couple days go by, I see my nephew. I don't say nothing, right? But then I see my brother. I see his father, and I talk to him, right? He say, yeah, I heard something like that. What you woo this? Now I already know y'all, right? That it's not my nephew. It's my nephew. It's my brother, you know. But they had another family. My father had another family over there, and that's how. And that's all scriptural, right? That's all biblical. Pops had families everywhere, But I talked to him. He said, yeah, I heard what the woo, what the woo. I guess he go talk to him. No, that wasn't me. They lying. They what the woo, what the woo. Come to find out, now we fast forward to today. This was some years ago. We fast forward to today. They done gave my nephew motherfucking 20 years, right? They give him 20. Now let's back this one up a little bit.
But I want to be clear. I know some of us love our children, but some of our children are so far gone.
So, I was booked, gang. Like, you know how much time I did, gang? Like,
What do you mean you was booked? How old are you?
okay, I'm 14, gang. I'm about to turn 15, gang.
That we're going to have to put some of them to sleep in order to take back.
Right. So when I'm talking, and he said, man, we would have, if what's going on one road, whoop the woo one right there, man, he'd have been whoop the woo. And even then, back then, I'm like, yep. And he deserve it. He deserve it. You hear me? He deserve it.
The neighborhood.
To the spot, I had my gun on me, right? First op I see was gonna get cut.
Wait, you said you had your gun on you?
Yeah, gang. I had my banger on me, gang. A banger and a can, gang. I was really living.
Some of y'all don't.
He talking about having a shank in the joint. You hear me? Talking about somebody was gonna get cut. So even in there, he's still on the bullshit, man. Even being locked up, being punished for your way of thinking, your choice of friends, your actions, even being locked up for doing things, thinking things, and whatever, right? He say he's still in there with the bangy, right? If I see one of my ops, someone one of them getting cut, he's still with the shit, man. Real quick, this is the book of Zechariah, chapter 13 and verse 8. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. Okay, this is talking about in the land of Egypt. Well, in the land of America, okay, in the land of Babylon, all right, in the land of spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Spiritual and physical Egypt, because you are physically a slave here, right? Zechariah 13 and 8 again, it says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein, right? So 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed here in America. 2/3 are going to perish by way of famine, all right, as the scripture says. Matter of fact, let me jump there real quick. Because they don't, and that's why I be saying, man, like, and I ain't saying it like that, because, you know, Jay, I fuck with young niggas, you know, but I understand that you don't understand yet, young brother. You don't understand yet, man. All right. I'm gonna start right here. This second Ezra 15 to 3. It says, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. All right. We know that a lot of people, I just said, when you depart from evil, you make yourself a prey. So you not doing things that you used to do in the world. Niggas look at you different. You hear me? And they might not even show it, but they show it, because if you got eyes to see, you can see it. You know, it says, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee, right? Because a lot of our people don't believe. This young man don't believe. You can, like, even if you tell him, he just told you that if you come around here talking that, you know, positive, you know, uplifting the, you know, man type shit, he gonna bust at you. All right. It says, for all the unfaithful shall die, verse 4, 2nd Esdras 15:4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled, man. Okay, when you look at this, brother, you see the fruit of America. You see the fruit of the laws. You see the fruit of the lack of a father, the fruit of a single mother, the fruit of government assistance, the fruit of the music industry. Okay, you see the fruit of evil, of wickedness, of Esau, Edom. Okay, you see the fruit of it. All right, I'm gonna jump down. I'm gonna jump down to verse 11. 2nd Esdras 15:11. It says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof." All right, a lot of our people are gonna die in these uh, coming destructions in America, man. These different civil wars, these race wars. Okay, when lights go out, these different storms and tempests, right? These different migrants, right? A lot of our people are going to be destroyed in uh, a number of ways, man. The scripture talks about how they're going to run from a snake. Okay, well, they're going to run from a bear, right? You're going to run from huge destruction. You're gonna escape it. You're gonna escape this huge destruction, man. Right? Fucking whole bunch of vans pull up, niggas get out with fucking choppers with switches on it. How the fuck you put a switch on the chopper, bitch? The chopper shooting like like a fucking like a motherfucking them C Rams. Cause I like looking at that type of shit. All right. I'm talking about I'm faster than that, man. And you escape that. You escape out. I don't know how I got out that shit, man. I got right up out that shit out. Good looking, man. Hell yeah. Told you these bitches ain't gonna get me, man. Fucked up. You escape that. You escape a lion, right? You escape a lion. Motherfucking planes flying through, they dropping little bombs and shit, little small little pocket rocket bombs. They shooting from the sky. Snipers on the roof, busting, boom, boom, boom. You get away from all that shit, right? And it say lean your head. You leaned your hand on the wall, and the snake bit you, right? Motherfucker, you get away from all this shit. You sit your ass down. Damn, gotta wait from these bitches, man. What I'm gonna do next? Shit, I gotta go hit me a lick. Gotta go get this, gotta get that, gotta do this. Motherfucking motherfucking mosquito come by, bite your ass, hit you with some shit. Cause again, it's gonna be a lot of diseases, man. All right, all these bodies, no one to bury them. These different animals that are gonna eat. Okay, some of these animals are gonna die. It's gonna be dead animals. You gonna have other animals eating them dying. You gonna have flies eating that. You gonna have mosquitoes eating the shit from whatever, right? Some shit gonna crawl on you, bite you, and you gonna be taken up out of here. Salakia though. All right. Verse 12, 2nd Esdras 15:12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. So a lot of our people are going to be taken in these coming destructions, man. All right. A lot of our young people who don't want to who don't want to humble down. And that's hard, especially in these age brackets for these young guys, man. Right? Here it is. You have all of this testosterone now. You got this power. You have all of this knowledge is here for you as well. Right? The internet, all of this money, all of this wealth. You have all of these things hitting you at around this time, right? At around your age bracket. That's hard. It can be done though, right? Through the spirit power, Yahweh Shem Yahweh, right? Through the guidance and counseling of the elders of GMS and the men on down, it can be done. But
I want to hear that because you don't live in reality.
Did you have a Susie?
Hell yeah, I had a Susie gang. You gotta get the 2 gloves, the warm water, tie the thumbs, tie the middle finger. Like, you really gotta drill that shit with the Vaseline. Like, really drill that shit till that shit pop to the baddest bitch.
like this nigga, hey, the scriptures talk about how they shall be incontinent, right? And he talking about I don't know if he was in a county or whatever, but yeah, I guess he's squeezing, right, to relieve himself, whatever. But even that, you got niggas out here who pulling up on bitches, whipping they meat out and squeezing it right there on them, right? Squeezing right there on them and running off, walking off. Incontinent, man, can't control themselves. So what are you gonna do with people like that? They have to be destroyed, man. Because that's how you put wickedness away. So like that's how you put wickedness away from Israel. It has to be destroyed. There is no what is it when they rehabilitate it? Ain't no rehabilitating that, man. Right? But that's really all I wanted to do. I got to get in here. I just seen this and I said I was going to do something or try to do something on it, and Lord willing, I did. All right. So in closing, I want to say to you young Israelites out there, right? If you come across this lesson, this ain't the spirit to be in, man. Right? I know you pump and you probably for the gram, right? But those types of things, what you think of, if you think of it long enough, that's you watering it. That's you watering that seed. If you think of it long enough, it's going to grow into actions, right? The scripture says, as a man thinketh, right? So that's not the spirit to be in, man. All right. But anyway, I'm going to close out. Call Haloyim La Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who taught us this truth, and shalom to the hopeful elect.